It is Monday. You know what that means? It's Magic Monday. All right, so let's go ahead and give it a couple minutes here. We just want to let people settle in a little bit, and we can get everything rolling. I hope everyone's having a great Monday out there. I'm excited to get into some games today, post banning. That should be really fun. Good evening, question mark. Hello, hello. Pleasure to have you joining. Okay, well, we tap into a little bit of Magic news. There's not much to report. Obviously, Lord of the Rings spoilers have started coming out. We're seeing a lot of that action. People are getting excited and rowdy about the possibility of getting $500,000 cards. It's a weird time for Magic the Gathering, as we know. But hey, anyway, let's get into the show. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Magic Monday. This is episode number 12. My name is Evan. It's such a pleasure to be here. I love spending time with all of yous. Before we begin, if you are a Canadian resident who's a fan of all things trading cards, please follow the link in the description below. Check out ZephyrEpic.com. You can find incredible deals on cards, accessories, box breaks, and beyond. We will have a sale coming up shortly, so that is very exciting. Keep your eyes peeled for that. And up for pre-order now, get your Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth orders in ASAP. If you want to guarantee your shot to rule them all, this is your chance. I'm letting you know. It looks like a pretty saucy set. People are excited. Like I said, there's some cool stuff going down. So if you're eager to crack packs of Lord of the Rings, be sure to check out the website. There's going to be lots of stuff. Moving forward, the time has come. We are excited about this. We love to see it. These bannings are very graciously appreciated by us here. I am sick of seeing Invoke Despair in my life and Fable the Mirror Breaker, so forth. Reckoner Bankbuster, I'm a little bit indifferent towards that one, but I get it. It's a draw engine for every deck. But we're happy to see them all gone. Yeah, and so now that the bannings have happened, we're going to be able to get our first real shot as a group to see how our deck will fare against the new meta. So that's pretty exciting. Now, I'm on the fence about it, but I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll start off with our classic Azorius Control. I want to see how it fares against how the meta is shaping up. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of aggro floating around. This is something I mentioned last week. As it works with any banning or any kind of rotation, generally, people will choose a powerful color that already has a lot of good cards in it that are able to continue staying in the meta, and they're going to stick to that one. And generally speaking, that's going to be mono red. Now, it's entirely possible that we continue to see a mono white build floating around. There's been a little bit of premium human stuff floating or kind of hitting the meta lately. I know the Aftermath did bring one card that was I guess you could call it a pseudo lord for humans again, giving +1/+0 to your humans. Adeline is still very powerful. Brutal Cathar is still obviously a strong card. So it's entirely possible we run into a whole lot of that deck as well. But those monocolored decks, I think we can figure out our way around it. And creature-based decks, we kind of have our responses set up. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the arena here. Let's take a look at what we can do today. There we are. All right, we're in. Okay, so let's take a look at this deck again. I always like to do this just in case there's new people. Anti-red sideboard cards. I know, but you know what? We do have some anti-red cards already in the fact that we have 2 copies of Sunfall. We do have the single copy of Farewell as well. And then we have a fair bit of, counter spells, etc., to be able to handle stuff. Now, we are playing best of one, so we're not really going to be sideboarding too often here. But you're right, that main boarding these kind of cards is going to be very fruitful for us. One thing to point out, we did add Experimental Augury at the end of the stream last week. Thank you to Vagrant Dart for suggesting said card. It ended up being really cool because as we were using it, we were realizing that we were able to proliferate our Planeswalkers, which is really powerful, obviously. So that's a pretty cool thing to be able to have floating around. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into a game. I see that we did put in the Wandering Emperor. I forgot that we had done that at the end of the stream as well. Almost strictly because we have the ability to proliferate now, and having this cool top-end Planeswalker is probably going to be pretty good. It's probably pretty good against those creature decks because they can't multi-attack it. So anyway, let's go ahead and we'll jump into a couple games here. Oh yeah. Stonk Commons, that's what we're here for. Red Artifact Sack is also a deck that I'd like to continue playing. It's very fun. You know what? I just realized. Did I go to ranked there? We want to make sure we're unranked. Let's see. Yes, we are in ranked. Okay, let's jump into the game. Let's see how we do. So main goals of this deck is keep the board at bay. That's what we really want to be doing. After said point, we will be attempting to fill the board very quickly with our X spells that create creatures. That's what we want to be happening. And that's going to be what we're aiming for. So let's see what our opening hand is looking like to start things off with our stream. Okay, so we do have a Spell Pierce and a Make Disappear, which is a good way to control the board. We're able to end things off with a Monastery Mentor, or we can go right into the Invasion of New Phyrexia. We have solid lands with Seachrome Coast being able to be our first land drop, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and keep this one. Your opponent's going first. Let's find out what they're playing today. It's entirely likely it's mono red, but we'll find out. Okay, so it looks like they're kind of sticking to the Grixis stuff going down. We know from experience that we were seeing lots of kind of pseudo variants of the Rakdos decks using this card, or using blue as well. Okay, so this is kind of a new one for us. Legendary creatures. Okay, so it's gonna be a twist on the Legends deck. It was Esper Legends, but it looks like there's some variant floating around now of this. So a 3/3 for 2, you can sacrifice it. Legendary creatures you control get +1/+0 and indestructible until end of turn. Pretty powerful card, though it is a legendary, so we're not going to be really worried about seeing multiples of them. Let's get this, yeah, let's get our Adakar Waste down, and we are just going to be passing the turn back. So hopefully they have some kind of blowout spell that they think is really going to take the cake on us here, but we can make Disappear it, and should be okay. Okay, getting in for 3 damage. We can manage through this. Here's a tap land, and do they have another spell? They do not have another spell. Okay, so I'm going to assume that they're holding some kind of kill spell in their hand. I don't really want to be casting stuff just yet. Let's be as patient as we possibly can. We learned this last week when we were playing this deck. We're better off really taking our time. Let them fill up their board. We would love to see more lands come our way. Okay, so that's a perfect card to counter. I don't know if you guys know this card. First strike, reach. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on another target creature control, where X is Helana and Elena's power. So already at the start of the first combat, when you cast this thing, you're going to be putting 2 counters on your Hajar. I don't really want to see that happening, so we're going to make Disappear. Goodbye. We will take another 3 damage here. Hopefully they... No, okay. Would have been a big mistake for them to do that, but would have been kind of cool if they had sacrificed this thing in response, hoping that somehow it protected their card, but wouldn't have been the case. Okay, there's a land. That's what we want to be seeing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that down. Now we can hold up our Wandering Emperor and our Spell Pierce. We could be putting these down now, but I think it's better that we wait, try to get more lands, and then Sunfall. I want to see them empty out their hand a little bit more. So there's the Helana and Elena. Okay, so they got a second copy of it. They're going to attack with their jar. force them to sacrifice it. It doesn't have vigilance, right? So it's gonna attack. We're gonna play this. So now we're kind of praying for a land here. If we can get one off the top, we're gonna Sunfall right away. So we'll exile this.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Alana and Elena can't target itself. Which means if they try to play a 4-drop or something, we can make disappear it. There's an argument that can be made that we want to be playing our Monastery Mentor, putting a counter on it too. But then we won't be so comfortable using the Sunfall. And if they have another one of these, I'm not going to be stoked. This is a tricky spot. I don't know if we really want... Well, this is a great blocker. First strike and reach is fine if we have a 3/3. So let's just do that. We hold up our Spell Pierce. Maybe they have something to kill it. And then we just make bodies, right? Hello, Valexion. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Magic Mondays. They do nothing? That seems shocking. Are they that scared of a Monastery Mentor? They just might be. Okay, well, we're putting in a tap land. I think we just rinse repeat here. Yeah. I don't mind playing another one of these. Let's tick it up. Give it to this guy. We could attack right now. Maybe we do. Let's give it a whirl. Let's see what happens. Alright, so no tricks from them. That's a good thing. So we're starting to establish a little bit of a board. And as soon as we cast one spell, we're going to be able to kind of multiply our board. We want to see happening, right? There's the Joda. We hate to see that. An 11/11 Joda with haste. Oy, that is not great. Okay. Well, we can't take all that damage. I guess we're just going to go in front of the Joda here. Okay, now we can just exile said Joda. Is it better for us now to just Sunfall? I don't believe so. I think we want to play this. Go like this. We get rid of the Joda. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do this for 4. Build a mega board. And we'll attack with this as well. Try to flip this thing as soon as possible. Okay, so we're getting our damage in. Let's see what they can do here. They might have a board wipe themselves. If that's the case, then so be it. What do you got? Okay, destroy all creatures with power 2 or less. Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. So this is the next step. We are going to attack this, get our Teferi online. We love to see it. Now we are going to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards.
Keep them guessing.
I don't think we need a Plains at this point. And Negate is not proving to be that powerful against this opponent. I'd rather get rid of one of my 1-drop spells. I think this is not going to be that valuable for us. Yeah, let's do that. And then, do we want to be using Sunfall right now? Not really. I think I'd rather hold up the mana. Let's draw another card. And And we already said we didn't want to land, so let's pitch that one. There's the land anyway. Well, that's okay. We need a basic. And yeah, let's just hold up all the manas. Yeah, I don't think we're quite at the point that I want to be sunfalling. But who knows, right? Sometimes this will come back and bite you in the butt. I think this negate might be pretty powerful if they try to board wipe again. Look at all the rares in their deck. I think they've only played rares this game. Wow. Arena money bags over here, hey? Joda the Unifier. Okay, well, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do the casualty thing. We're gonna sacrifice this. Target Joda. Great. Okay, that's a good thing for us. Do they have that last spell that they want to be casting? No, hey? Okay, well, they got first strike, so I think we just toss a buddy in front of it because we don't want to lose to Fairy. Mind you, Teferi's not dead. Let's let it through.
You'll have to.
There's an Essence Scatter. Let's draw 2 cards.
I like
Okay,
to think
pitching 2
I'm good at
cards.
thinking.
Add a car. And I think we can get rid of this Farewell since we already have the Sunfall. And they haven't really shown us too much in the way of artifacts and stuff. So let's just assume that they're not playing any of that, and we just go ahead and yeah, pitch these 2 cards. Okay. Now we can't really go too hard on the offensive. It's unfortunate, but I think we're still getting in for 3. Yeah, let's end the turn. So we're sticking to our plan here, but we would like to see another invasion of New Phyrexia. Void Rend. Okay, well this is a good one for us to just do this to. Oh wait, it can't be countered, right? Oh, lame. Okay, and how does it read? Destroy target non-land permanent. Okay, so there's nothing I can do about that. Sadly. Okay, goodbye to Fairy.
I can't fail again.
Here's a Joda. We're gonna counter that. And that'll empty their hand, which puts us in a great position. Now we can double block even if they try to get in here. Okay, well there's the invasion that we were hoping for, so now we're in a really good spot. So here we go. Well, let's get 5 of these down. Yeah, this is magic, baby. Let's go. Look at that. Yeah. All right. We got there. That's what we like to see. That's exactly what we were hoping for. Control the board, get rid of their threats, and then go in for the sweep, right? Good job, everybody. Okay, okay. Jump into the next game here. Good game is right. Look at this guy, huh? What a messy boy. He's gotta clean his mouth. Ooh, 2 Mishra's Foundries and no blue source. That is not great for us. An argument could be made that we could take this out of the deck now. We're on the play. I think we keep this and possibly get rid of one of our planes here. This Consider should shore us up to get another one, you know? Alright. Yeah, we're passing the turn. Let's see what the opponent has. Information is power. Let's draw a card. Yeah, well, we want that land, so let's do this. More land. Okay, let's get our Adhikar waste down. We're going to pass the turn again. We could Experimental Augury. I'm not really as concerned with the Proliferate part of the card. Do I want to do this? Now, let's consider first. Now we can get rid of this land. Let's hope we get something decent. That's alright. That's alright. Okay, we'll slam down planes here. Now, they're almost certainly holding some kind of counter spell. But what am I doing at their end step that's stopping me from just playing Monastery Mentor? Nothing. Okay, so let's do this. And they'll have the slip out the back or whatever it's called to bounce back to our hand, most likely. Nope. Okay, so are they going to play Haughty Djinn? Witness Protection. Okay, make it a 1-1 with no abilities. In fact, it's just a legitimate business person now. Let's do this for 2. Since we have the backup, I like the idea of just building out our board. That's right. Great power comes great responsibility. Isn't that right, Wank Jangler? Okay, couple 2/2s. And our legitimate business person will go to combat and attack the invasion of New Phyrexia. Does not have defender. Yeah. One step closer, right? There's the Haughty Djinn. 0-4. Decent blocker, I guess. Big butt. And now holding up counters magic doesn't really excite me right now. Considering that this is just a legitimate business person, I'm not going to net any additional value off of what's usually a great card. I think what I want to do is just slam another one of these and get 3 more buddies out. I like doing that. Doesn't look like they're going to play any sweepers, so if we can just build a big enough board, we have that go wide strategy. Swing everything. Like, I mean, they could make this a 1-4, I guess. Yeah, there's the Fading Hope. So now, I think what I do is we'll make disappear this card. Yeah, they got their 1-4, so now are they going to go to blocks? Yeah, okay. You can eat that, I don't care. And then now we'll hold this up, obviously, and we'll cast it at their end step. We don't want to be casting our Invasion of New Phyrexia for such low amounts. Doesn't suit my interests. We want to get as many knights as possible. And it looks like they might just be passing the turn once again. Let's do this. Let's see if they've got a counterspell. They do. I don't think we want to be playing that. Okay, let's... Let's swing both of our friends over here. See what they do. Now, do I want to give it +1/+1 in first strike? Yeah, I don't really want it to die, do I? You know what? I don't. No, because they might be able to counter this thing too as it flips. So I think what I want to be doing is playing this, hoping that they counter this instead of the Teferi. And then next turn we set ourselves up really nicely to be able to have a huge board with a bunch of 3/1s. So let's do this. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on our friend here so it doesn't die.
Your training.
We'll cast this to fairy, which doesn't result in a counter spell.
This time,
Give our knights ward and +1/+0.
can't beat Zephyr
It's gonna be pretty tough to kill those things now. Valerian Terror doesn't have haste, notably. Sure. My emblem remains. Land.
Still a
No.
sliver of hope.
Okay, we can easily get rid of the Haughty Djinn now. And get 3 more friends out here. Okay, there's our 3 friends. Do we want to get rid of the Haughty Djinn? Probably. Yeah, let's get rid of this thing.
I am almost sad to see you go.
And now, I don't think it's worth attacking, even though we were trying to get... We are going to Experimental Augury.
Strike hard.
Choose one to put in your hand. Well, obviously we want this. And then now we proliferate all 3 of them. Now we have 2 5/4s. So let's swing both of those. They have no mana up. I don't want them to eat any of them. So yeah, let's do that. See if they want to block. Ward doesn't apply to blocking, so... Okay, well, my first strike gets you, and then we trade. Sure. Well, I've got a board and you do not, so ha ha ha. Good luck, my friend. What do they have? They do nothing. Okay. Play this. Play what might be one of the most powerful cards in Standard now. They have the counter spell. Probably, potentially. Maybe what we do first, let's swing this. Swing this. Swing this. Swing this. Am I muted? Can you not hear me? My mic says it's working. That's weird. Yeah, my microphone says it's working just fine. Spell Pierce. Okay, do I want to make them pay 2 and then I pay 2 more? You're not getting any sound either. Okay, well that's concerning. Let me try something real quick. I don't know why that would be. Okay, so YouTube seems to be working fine, so it's a Twitch thing, hey? Okay, let me okay, good. Wonder why that was. Okay, let's emblem. Let's get another emblem. Make these guys huge. Put a counter on this thing. And then swing for lethal next turn. Twitch doing Twitch things. That's the way it goes. Fiery. Okay. Let's... Now, single blocker. If I just -2 to this, all of them get +1/+0. And that's enough, right? This does not have lifelink. Nope.
I'm out of... Finally, we have the edge.
Let's see what happens. Right on. Right on. We're happy to see it. Okay, that's 2. 2 for 2 so far. Controlling the board, getting rid of the opponent's stuff. And Apologies. All right, game 3. Let's see what we can do. Let's open a pack for fun. More wild cards. Lannery Storm. Hey, Ren and Realmbreaker. I've been wanting to test that card a little bit. I personally put it into a commander deck of my own. I think a nice replacement for Dryad of the Elysian Grove, but that's me. Nice pull is right. I haven't pulled one in real life. I traded for one, but... Okay, so you got a rainy battlefield. I mean, this is going to control the board. We have no power, really, except for the Eternal Wanderer, and we're pretty slow on mana and card draw. But still good enough. Let's see what happens. There's a land. That's what we were hoping for. Okay. I'd rather not use this Otawara. Yeah, let's get rid of that. You're not going to get the lands off that. You're not getting planes. Not today. So they are doing the mono white thing. There's the wedding announcement. That's pretty funny. Okay, so we're going to spell pierce that. Bye. Nice try. Okay, into an Essence Scatter. So we're just getting all of the removal. Or all the counter spells. So holding up a negate and an Essence Scatter now. Alright, yeah. That's one way of doing it. Are we that... We're mean, right? Yeah, we're playing mean today. Goodbye. That's an easy way to get rid of your lands. And now you're 2 lands behind. I hope you're happy. Sure. Love to see the opponent wasting their turn. Mind you, we're kind of wasting our turns too. Yeah, WinCon Rage Scoop is, I mean, hey, it's viable, right? It's still a win. A forfeit is a win. Look, we're getting the snore. Okay, we're gonna do this. And something tells me we want to just get this Wanderer out as soon as we can, so I'm just gonna guarantee that land drop. Let's get this out on the battlefield.
I think this will be a quick one.
And make a 2/2 with double strike.
I brought back.
Sure. Ossification. Okay, so that's one way of getting rid of our Wanderer. And go for attacks. Get him for 4 damage. Farewell sounding great right now. Okay, there's a lay down arms. I don't think we're gonna waste this on that. No, let's wait to see if they have a follow-up spell. And they don't. Okay. No matter. There's a Sunfall. I think I still hold that one too. Yeah, let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. We can play patiently. We had a super strong start. Okay, yeah, flip your thing. That's okay. Now an argument can be made that I want to be Sunfalling. Yeah, let's exile everything. It's only going to create a 2/2, but it does slow them down. And hold up our mana. Yep. Let's make that disappear. Use this right away so that we can try to draw more cards. There, that's a powerful one. That's what we want to be doing. And get Buddy out. They're probably running more ossifications. Almost certainly are running more ossifications, but let's build a bit of a board.
Nobody
Activate
knows the past better than
this. We have nothing to counter the ossification anyway, but though they might have a big creature, I don't think it's likely. I think they're more doing the Elspeth game plan. So let's flip this now. And then we can get in for beats. Ossification.
Running out of time.
And a lay down arms, okay. They're definitely running 4 copies of all their removal, hey? Well, may as well get in for more attacks. Another lay down arms. Okay, this time I'm going to Spell Pierce it. I want them to pay more mana so they can't follow it up with anything. Wow, they let it happen. Okay, so there's the Elspeth. Okay.
Every job is an opportunity to... I'll be your shield.
How does this read? You may put a permanent card with mana value 3 or less. Okay, so that puts us in a weird spot. It's got a shield counter on it too. There's nothing we're able to do during our turn. There's Archangel Elspeth.
I have been ready arms.
Okay.
Let's do this together.
Make disappear. Not great. Okay, let's pass the turn again. We can't do anything. We really want to see a board wipe now.
This is your fight. Win it.
Okay, they're getting all their life back. That is not a board wipe. Well, let's draw a card. See what we can pull off here.
For the sake of the
Draw a
future,
card.
I will defend the past.
And there's our
Another
board wipe.
mystery solved.
Now we're dead, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so they have exactly enough
I
now
am
to
the
kill us.
Emperor Kamigawa, and keep watch for intruders.
Oh, did they just screw up? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, okay. So they do have enough, no matter which way about it.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
6, 7, 8, 9. Okay.
I don't know everything about chronomancy.
That's weird. They could have just killed us. Why did they do that? So I have 6, 7, 8, 9 mana, eh? So I could make 7 2/2s. Yeah, Tunnel Vision to Fairy is right. 7 2/2s. Return all non-permanents with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. They're gonna get quite a few enchantments here. Well, we gotta do it. And then I don't really want to play that for 2. Let's pass the turn. They still have a lot of things they can do. They can make a 1/1. They can make a 2/2. Okay, yeah, there's their things.
Do not relent until we have victory.
Can they give haste at all? Lifelink? No, they can't give haste from what I can see here. Okay, so we're still alive for now. I mean, we're dead, but we're alive. Okay. Wedding announcement, sure. Another one.
to me.
Doke. Let's
I've
see
made plenty
here.
of connections.
Well, they're really bringing back the muscle, hey? Okay, well, let's activate this. Yeah, Farewell would be great, but it doesn't hit Planeswalkers. And... well, I guess we're doing this for 7. Not the worst thing that we've done today. Now, I'm gonna swing this 5/5 at... what's scariest? Probably this one. Sure. Sure. Seven 2/2s is not something to scoff at, though.
We fight together.
No, and they can make it a flyer
Try to
and
guess
put a +1/+1 counter on it. So yeah, if they
My blade has no equal. Let your blade.
this
be
person's
taught.
playing, so they could have killed me so many times over.
Be brave.
Yeah, but now this doesn't have haste, so they could have killed me so many times. They just want to flex their muscle a little bit, maybe. Farewell looking hot here. But what are they doing? Yeah, it's keeping us alive, but it's kind of a drag, too. Do it again. That's obviously doing nothing for us. Okay, well... is it 5? Wait, 5, 6, 7. So, yeah. Yeah, misplays all day by the opponent. They're so desperately trying to build their board as big as they can, they're overlooking the fact that they could have done this a long time ago. Oh! Alright. Well, that's the way that goes, sometimes. So what would have helped us there? Do you have anything that destroys all planeswalkers? I know that that's... not really, eh? So our Fateful Absence is good there. Ossification would have been good too, but I don't think Ossification's proven to be that good in action. Alright, well, let's run it back. I think after this, we'll try a few rounds of Artifact Sack, right? Okay, let us see. This is not great. I love seeing an Invasion of New Phyrexia in our opening hand, but 2 Spell Pierce is not that powerful. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna try it out. We're We're here to learn, after all, as I always say. Play this out and pass the turn. We spell Pierce 2 things now. You're definitely going to be playing a creature, though. Yeah, there's Blade of the Oni. Which is not really a creature, but is definitely a creature. Do that. And pass the turn. No, red artifact sack. It's, what's the name of it? There was a deck in Modern that had the same premise. I think it was called 8 Cast or something like that. We need to double block that if we want to be doing it. So let's just hold up, because we can just Sunfall in the next turn. Maybe they just build a wider board and we just get rid of it all. They'll go to combat first, and that's fine with us. But we know we're not seeing Invoke Despair now. Children? That would be great. Get rid of that. Okay, also great to get rid of. Weird sound. And we'll do this. I do think that there's... Wait. If it has no oil counters on it, at the beginning of your upkeep, remove an oil counter from it. Then if it has no oil counters, you lose the game. I don't know if that was actually the name of the deck. It utilizes sacrificing artifacts to make goblins. Is what it's trying to do. So they got their flyer here. I think we're doing this for 4 regardless. You know, there's something to be said about playing the Teferi and trying to redirect this thing's damage, actually. Because if we can get all the counters on this thing, they lose, right? So...
need to take action.
Yeah. Let's make a... Yeah. Let's make a buddy.
Who's that handsome devil?
Does anyone know who the voice actor for Teferi is? I gotta give him a call. Archfiend of the Dross. Don't you be killing yourself with that thing. Gix, you say. Okay. On a 2-turn clock, which is not ideal at all. I don't see any way for me to gain life just yet. Oh, there we go. We can get rid of the Archfiend now. Get rid of this.
I hope you're ready to
Bye.
My judgment is
And let's activate this when they least expect it. Okay. Urborg Scavengers, eh? Okay. Okay, sure, get rid of that. Lenny James and Phil Morris, eh? Wow. Not Idris Elba, then. You're gonna attack me with your Gix? You're gonna play another Gix? Am I missing something here? Maybe there's a set of cards in hand and want to be doing something? Why are they doing this? Sure. Okay. Well, we got there. That Archfiend of the Dross was looking a little bit scary, but we were able to have the removal to get rid of it. Now, one thing I am noticing is this Spell Pierce is not so great in this format. I think I want to cut back how many of those I have and increase how many of these I have. I understand. Yeah, questionable opponents is right. Now, we did want to take out these Mishra's Foundries too, because I don't think they're doing anything for us at this point. I wonder if I have... Oh, I want to do that. Let's see if I have another one of these. I don't. That's okay. Let's just increase those. And... now, do we want to add... another copy of Sunfall? Or White Sun's Twilight? I really don't mind White Sun's Twilight because it gains us life. Yeah, I want to try a copy of it. Eternal Wanderer just got sniped last time, but... I'm still starting to lean towards just taking out Monastery Mentor. I mean, it's the namesake, though, right? Like, that's tough. I'm going to take out... yeah, I'm going to take out another Spell Pierce. I'm really not liking it. It hasn't proven to be that good. Maybe my timing is off for it, but it seems like it always ends up being kind of a dead card in our hand in such a creature-centric meta. Doesn't make it a bad card, just maybe it's not as good as it could be right now. Little reminder to everybody out there too, if you're a fan of all things trading cards, make sure you follow the link in the description below. Check out ZephyrEpic.com for incredible deals on cards, box breaks, accessories, and beyond. And I will tell you, hint hint, we're going to get a lot of new accessories in there pretty soon too. So there should be some pretty exciting things coming down the pipeline. Here's Zephyr. Oh, this is the first time we're facing mono red. Okay. And if you're wondering, yes, I forgot that we were going to possibly play Red Artifact Sack, but that's okay. Sure. Hit me in the face for 2 and 2. Yep. Give me that. And we definitely don't want that. Sphere is going to be pretty good for us, I think. They're already lacking in card draw. Down to 3 cards left in their hand. I'm down to 14 life. I think we can make this work. Slam this, pass this. 1 to 10 here. Unless they have tricks. I have tricks too, pal. Raise the effigy. That's a weird way of saying it does nothing. They do get their trigger no matter what. And there's a play with fire. Okay. Chrome Coast still comes in untapped. Now, a little bit of anything and we're not in a good spot here, right? A 3-mana 2/2 Vigilance. Yeah, I think that'll pretty much do it. If I know Mechanized Warfare properly, deals that much +1 instead. Not a board wipe. Okay. done no matter which way about it, right? Bounce this back to their hand. They come in for 3 damage. We are toast. Okay, let's check out Red Artifact Sack. We've been on a pretty hot streak with this deck so far, so I'm pretty happy with how it's rolling. I do think that there's something to be said about maybe it's not time for Monastery Mentor to really stand up. And maybe we want to consider taking it out of the deck altogether. See what else we can do. It holds its own okay, but I think these other Planeswalkers are going to do quite well too. Let's sideboard these guys. And then let's take a look at what we can do. We can put in an Ossification. Put in another Ossification. I like increasing our Spell Pierce count to... Howdy, Gary Doer. And we could also maybe put in another Wandering Emperor. No, you know what? I think we want to play another Eternal Wanderer. Let's try that. What am I crafting here? One rare wild card. What was... Oh, I see. This thing's so silly. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's play Red Artifact Sack. Take a look at things. Okay, let's go back in here. I'll take a look at the deck real quick so you guys can see what we're working with. Okay, so this was a deck of my own brewing using Experimental Synthesizer and Gleeful Demolition. You effectively play this turn 1. You play maybe an Exuberant Fuseling or something else on turn 2. Use the Gleeful Demolition to destroy your own synthesizer, netting you 2 cards and 3 goblins. Runs a whole lot of 1-drops, which means we can have pretty low mana count, which is obviously really helpful for us to get our effects in order. Other ways of getting artifacts, there is Valdarin Epicure. We have Reinforced Ronin, which also doubles as a way of drawing cards later on if we need to. And then one of these secret toolbox cards is going to be Iron Apprentice. So essentially what you want to be doing is Kumano faces Kakazan on turn 1, deal the damage, and then when you get the chance to put a counter on something, you're going to put it on your Iron Apprentice. You're then going to sack your Iron Apprentice to Gleeful Demolition, allowing you to put multiple counters on your things, which is great. And then another little cool tech, Exuberant Fuseling plus Free from Flesh, makes for a very powerful attack. I've been able to trigger 3 of these off of an Exuberant Fuseling and get in for 9 damage all in one go. It's pretty exciting here. So let's take a gander at Red Artifact Sack, a personal favorite deck of mine because I built it myself. And Mono Red's fun. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream so far. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's always exciting to see new faces and to see new people in the chat as well. Gotta love it. Okay, so we have our Gleeful Demolition and we have Valdarin Epicure to be able to make our blood token that we can later sack. So I like that as a turn 1 and then a turn 2 after we play our Swift Spear, of course. Let's do this. We'll play the Epicure. We're going to clearly give away what we're doing, but that's okay. Okay, nothing from the opponent, which means they probably have something. Now I want to play this. And then we're going to Gleeful Demo this. Trigger off of our Monastery Swift Spear. They will attempt to bounce the Swift Spear? Question mark? Nope. Ah, okay. Spell Piercing what we're doing. Okay, that's fair. Let's get in for 3. Next turn, we're going to be able to beef these things quite a bit. It's always a good thing. Play our land. And I think we do this now to avoid Ledger Shredder's ability going off. And let's do this to our Monastery Swift Spear. Make it a 4/5. Do we want Ledger Shredder to trigger? No. Okay, well, it doesn't matter, because they ended up forfeiting anyway, so we got our W. Free from Flesh is an awesome card. I really like it. Get some oil on your creatures, too, you know? Okay, jump back into this. When we first started Magic Mondays, this was one of the decks that I was brewing up. Then the standard meta got really shaken up with some of the latest releases. Phyrexia LV1. And, yeah, okay, so we have our Gleeful Demolition, our Iron Apprentice, which is a good wombo combo. I think we gotta keep this. Got an anime art style, a Johnny sleeve over here. Okay. And we will be playing... Yeah, let's play our Iron Apprentice. We want to be able to attack with it on turn 2, as well as our Monastery Swift Spear. What does this do? Okay. I think that's something to be scared of. Okay, let's see. Slam this down. We got our nice Bob Ross lands in this deck. Yeah. And... well... yeah, I don't want them to eat this thing. I should have done it before combat so I could have attacked with my Swift Spear at least, but... make our dudes. Let's get a counter on one of them. So we have a 1-2, and 2-2, and 2-1-1s on turn 2. Pretty good. What are they playing? We really don't know just yet. Okay, Dust Legion Duelist. Some weird deck. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this Duelist right now. Yeah, that seems smart. Let's get rid of this thing. I don't want to end up seeing what that thing's capable of. We'll play our Exuberant Fuseling. It's going to be slow off the start, but if we end up getting a Free from Flesh, it's going to be pretty good. And let's attack with these two. Happy little Phyrexia. That's right. Yeah, look at this happy little gob. It does look like a human with a goblin mask, but... okay... fight rigging with the weird footstep thing for hideaway. Okay, make it a 2-3. Are you gonna attack me? No, I didn't think so. Okay, let's play our synthesizer. Now, this is kind of cool tech, too. Oh, there's our Free from Flesh. Ooh, doggy. Okay. Okay. You can play it until the end of... till the end of net... yeah, till the end of turn. You may play it. Okay. So, let's see here. We want to... let's go wild. Yeah, they do. One thing that I was hearing as part of the lore that like drastically changed, which is frustrating, is that okay, see, so watch this little shenanigans that we just did there. Yeah, we just made a 5-3 with trample. You see that? You guys like that? Yeah, that's pretty good. Do I want to play this? I think I do. If I draw a land, it's going to be good for going wide. I'm just going to end the turn. Yeah, so one of the things with Phyrexians that changed is the oil used to be something that would kind of slowly seep into your skin and it would slowly transform you into a mechanized version of yourself from the inside out. But now, Phyrexians, like, one little drip of the oil gets on your hand and you're immediately like, oh my gosh, I'm turning into a Phyrexian, blah. Like, it's like a zombie bite. Whereas before... it used to be this slow illness that would take over your whole body and turn you into a mechanized creature from the inside out until eventually burst out of you. Creepy stuff. Okay, so we didn't get that land. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think we probably... yeah, so we're going to do this. We're going to sack this. This is going to boost our Exuberant Fuseling. Synergy! Good game. don't know. I don't know. Like, apparently in the lore, the oil didn't change at all. This is new Phyrexian stuff. I don't know. Maybe they made it synthetic and it's just better quality now. You know, it cleans the engine. What do we got here? Tolvada. It's a plane you don't hear about very often. Non-battle permanent from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's not a bad card. Vagrant Dart. This looks like a card for you. This looks like the kind of card you would like. Am I wrong? I think this is your kind of shenanigans. Pretty cool. It makes spirits every turn, and tokens you control get +1/+0 and have lifelink. I think you got a deck for that, right? Invasion of Tolvada. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. You get it. Or maybe I get you. Okay, do that. I do this because I will forget to do these things. Hope everyone's Monday has been fantabulistic. Been a pretty chill, fun day. Be here. And yeah, I'm always happy to be streaming with all of yous. Okay, this looks like a pretty dream-worthy hand. Though we wish we had our sack outlet. What is this art? Okay, so I think because we have this in our hand, we want to do this first. And then next turn, we're going to do the Swift Spear thing. Followed up by Be Free from Flesh. Okay, you play your Menace, pal. Okay, well there's that, which is pretty good with the Iron Apprentice. Maybe we just build out our board and go crazy later? Let's try this. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to play this. Now, despite them having first strike, I'm going to go ahead and go in for combat with our Monastery Swift Spear alone. They will not block it. Let's see if they use their Treasure Dog. Reinforce Ronin. Okay, so they're running some kind of obscure deck too. And now they're Reinforce Ronin. Okay, that does not faze me at all. They're just bouncing all their stuff back. No, I'm not blocking that. I'm about to Wombo combo you. Yep, get back to your hand. Okay, there's the land, and pretty happy about it. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do... Oh, I should have... Yeah, should have played this first. Well, hopefully we get the ticket home, right? Yeah, they see a waste of a land. Okay. Play our Iron Apprentice. Enters with a counter on it. Go to combat here. Swing at both. Give them an oops, try to throw them off the game a little bit. Yeah, oops is right. Big mistake. Huge! Yeah, that's how you get a 5-3 like that. Yeah. That's heavy metal. Literally. I do love this deck. It's pretty clever, I gotta say. No one sees it coming. Haunted Ridge, eh? Okay, well, give me a way to sack my guys so I can make a bunch of goblins. That's what I want to be seeing. You have a cut down? No, no, no. You're so dead. You're so dead. We're working our way up the ranks. It's just like the very first episode of our show here. The goblin has or gains trample, I believe, or it just has trample. I can't remember. Has trample. Gets +1/+0 for each oil counter on it. When it enters the battlefield, and whenever another creature or artifact you control is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on it. So it works great with our sacrificing stuff too, because if we end up sacrificing creatures, then we get counters on that thing, we make more goblins, we get rid of our synthesizer late in the game to draw more cards, it gets more counters. So it works. It does the job. Okay, is this it? No, it's not it. Okay, so we got... No matter what the hand is, it's fast, but we really want it to be like turbo powered. Now, we could do the Kumano, Iron Apprentice, Swift Spear thing. Well, we're going to try this. How much does this deck cost? I think it's probably $8. It's so cheap. Yeah. Synthesizer's probably the most expensive card, or Soken's which doesn't need to be in there necessarily. Okay, play this, play this. Very cheap deck. It's basically all commons and uncommons. Yeah, Soken's is not expensive for base version. No. It was, I think it was the most opened set of all time. Or at least at the time of its release. I remember when that was announced that it was the most open set of Magic's history. Most purchased, most opened set. Okay, am I going to be using the synthesizer here? Or do I just want to set up my board? I don't think I'm using it just yet, so I'm going to be doing this. Then playing our Fuseling. Yeah. Then next turn we'll have a fairly big board. What is up with this person, Homestead Courage? Well, no, I'm not blocking it. You're still only giving me one poison counter. Okay, so now we're gonna synthesizer. We are really hoping to get Lethal Demolition here. Let's land. Good thing we didn't play ours, right? So now I think we consider crawling. Like killing the Crawling Chorus. Or we just get an even bigger board. Yeah, sure. Let's give ourselves more options. I know we kind of wasted the synthesizer by not playing Swift Spear before it, but I'm kind of okay with this. Like, this thing doesn't naturally have Vigilance, which means that one of the perks we'll have is that when they choose to attack it, because they're so hungry to give us poison, we'll be able to swing out for quite a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8. 9, because we'll be able to sacrifice this. 10 if we sacrifice this. Contaminator, scary card with trample. Okay, we're sacrificing this now. Trigger on the Exuberant Fuseling. That's not the card we're looking for. We get a 2/2. Sacrifice this. Get another oil counter on our Fuseling. So, if we get the card we're looking for, this thing's gonna pop off for a lot of damage. So we're still in a good spot to just hold up here, I think. Yeah, Neon Dynasty was a really fun set. They did a good job with it. Free from Flesh. Okay, so now we got to consider some of our options here. Now, if I free from Flesh... like, I think we want to Lightning Strike their Chorus, so they replace it with the 1/1 now. Or we just do everything in instant speed and figure it out then. Let's do that. What's that term? What's that phrase that defenders usually use? People who are blocking. It's, yeah, math is for blockers. That's what it is. Just don't hit our Fuseling. Okay. Okay, so we're going to free from Flesh our Fuseling. Prowess trigger. Make it a 7/3. So it's getting over for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We want to be lightning striking this bloated contaminator most likely. I hate that we have to do it, but it should help clear out the board a little bit, but it's not ideal. I mean, ideally we'd be killing them, right? Okay, what tricks did they have now? That's the real question. Gains first strike until end of turn. Okay, so our trample doesn't go over, which is too bad. They're left with the 4/3. Gala Greeters. Okay, they're down to 1 card in hand, but I mean, so are we, but I like our position okay. Play and pass. Okay, Rot Priest. We knew that was going to come eventually. Yeah, create a tap treasure. Okay, Iron Apprentice. I mean, hey, it's a creature. If we can build our board, that's something I'm happy about. I don't need more mana, so I'm not going to play it, because I'd rather have it as a discard outlet for later if I need to. This person already has the Lord of the Rings sleeves. There's little missing digits there. Not a huge Lord of the Rings guy myself, but hey, I get why people like it. There's our Gleeful Demolition, a little bit too late, mind you. Well, we are certainly doing it. We're hitting the one that's a 2/2. I've seen these kind of builds before. They've been floating around standard for a little while. Now, if it had counters on it, I can put it on another creature. Do I put it back on an Iron Apprentice in case I draw another one? I think that's a cool idea. And yeah, we continue to hold this and continue to not attack. Yeah, green-white poison has been around for a little bit now. Like, I think this card really made it good. Yeah, target 1/1 gets +2/+1. You just use that with your Crawling Chorus. I haven't seen this Homestead Courage before. And I understand why they're doing it, because it gives it vigilance too, but I don't think it's as good as they're thinking it is, considering that it doesn't proliferate. Toxic is good, not great. I like to say I'm scared of Infect, but I'm not scared of Toxic. Do you remember when they, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but do you remember they released this card? They had regional variants of the card. Like there was like different artworks from around the world of this guy. And, like some of them were really sweet, but the card is like, it's good, but it's like, it was kind of weird that like your box topper was only for your region. Yeah, the variants are expensive because what they should have done is allowed there to be all the variants in all the countries. So if you open a box, you could get this cool Russian print foil Galagreeters, but you can't get it anymore. And now they don't even print Magic in Russian. Okay, well, I'm blocking that. Yeah, some of them are awesome, though. Like, they had, I think they had 2 variants for China, and they were beautiful. Well, yeah, I think all creatures in, oh. Weird. That sets them back, doesn't it? Am I insane? Maybe they have the... That is so strange. Why did they do that? Okay. Sure. Well, I'm gonna see what I draw because... Okay. Yes. Is it really damage time? Okay, well, I'm getting a poison counter. It doesn't get... Yep. Yep. They have me so close, don't they? The damage is still going through. Do I want to make it a 4/4? Not really. Oh, it didn't go through. Okay, good, good, good. Past end of turn. Yeah, they are hellbent. Yeah. So, do this. There's the Gleeful Demolition. Pretty good with our Reinforced Ronin. So, play our pal. Really happy I didn't discard that to draw a new card. Now we Gleeful Demolition our pet friend here. Make 3 red Phyrexians. End the turn. Are they fed up? They just need to do two instances of proliferation to me. Okay. Not a bad draw for us. That's going to help us win. I don't know what Trumpet Blast effects are. Like all creatures get +2/+0 or something? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, what's the general cost on something like that? And do you know if they already have that in Standard? Because I think that's something that is lacking in Standard right now. Like, if you can make it a 1-drop, I'm in. But, like, nothing exceeds 2-drop in this deck, right? I just need to make contact with this a couple times. This is a close, close, close game. Exuberant Fuseling, not bad. Not great, though. Do we have them? They block this, and then it's 4 damage. Okay. But then something dies and this gets bigger and it's got trample. Well, we gotta risk it. Yep. So I guess we're dead. Yeah, I think we're about to lose to Infect. I didn't realize that this had an additional ability. Yeah. I don't know how good that's going to be. Alright, well, this is it for us, folks. So I could have held up all my blockers. Yeah, three mana is too much for us. And now we proliferate, and that's 10 Infect, we lose. Well, that was a close game, and frankly, I think I played it wrong in that last attack. I should have just held up the blockers to be able to defend against this card, but that's why you read cards, right? You don't always know. You don't always know. The question is, like, also what I'm taking out of the deck to put in there. I don't want to pay 3. Like, look at the deck, right? It's 2 mana top end. Yeah. No, it's a good thought. Like, I think we want to... Like, draw spells are good. Anything that's like an artifact is obviously pretty good for us too. Like, I would consider doing some kind of effect like that in 2 mana, if there's a 2 mana one. Like, we have Antagonize, for example, but that doesn't hit everything. Up to 2 target creatures get +2/+0 and gain haste, and it's a convocable card. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot in the way of what you're describing that's going to work for us. Yeah, target creature 3/0. Yeah, I understand that too. Target creature. Yeah, this is the one you're talking about, Ambitious Assault. Control modified creature, draw a card. It could be good. There's something that I will note though too is quite frequently we don't even have like usually I'm not drawing that much land, right? I think if anything, like, we could consider taking out a little bit of land and increase how many of other cards we have. But I think the deck's working fine. I really like it. I think it's it does its ability quite well. I mean, at the end there, the only reason I lost is because I didn't really read that card. But anyway, folks, I think I'm going to call it there. I do want to go enjoy some sun while it's nice outside. So that'll be the end of our show for the week. Thank you so much for joining me. And as usual, please follow the link in the description below. Check out ZephyrEpic.com. You can find incredible deals on cards, box breaks, accessories, and beyond. And if you want to pick up any of the Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth products, those are available now on the website. We'll have an Ultra Pro restock coming soon. There's going to be more goodies coming just around the corner. Keep your eyes peeled for an email, maybe surrounding an upcoming sale, something exciting like that. And of course, if you live in the Lower Mainland, please come visit us in our retail store. We love having new faces come into the store, and it's always an exciting place. There's always games going on. There's always good people there. So please come on down. You're welcome to trade your cards there. Do whatever you want to do. It's a great place for testing and playing and doing what you like to do. And hey, if you want to just come in and play some Commander or something, we usually have staff kicking around that are happy to do that with you. So, anyway, enjoy your evening. Thank you so much for joining me for Magic Mondays, episode 12. I look forward to seeing you all next week. And yeah, we're going to keep grinding. We're going to figure out this format. We're going to get there.